We live. How we doing? Bing bing wahoo glitch. Miss Trin Trin, welcome. Ashlyn, the man of probably 2 hours, is here. Nice one. How you doing, Ashlyn? Ray, great to have you. Hopefully you had a good week. Details, please. Ray, we'll get into it. We will get into it. Splashy, welcome. Super, great to have you back, my friend. Audio and visuals are perfect. Buddy, fantastic to hear. We'll see. I mean, this is feeling smooth right now. Now, I've changed to Firefox. So, it seems pretty alright. At least with this initial test. So we might touch wood. Everyone, moment of silence for the stream tech gods. May we all hold hands and have a fantastic tech issue free stream. Okay, thank you. Melissa, great to have you. Artist Dragon, hello. British Giraffe, welcome back. Alright, now I'm going to do the ultimate test. We may need to sacrifice. I'll sacrifice this bloody computer if it doesn't work anymore. Let's try streaming to Instagram and see if that works. If that fucks everything up. Let's come here, copy the stream care. Hello. If not, we just gotta nix it. All right. Fingers crossed, everyone. Secrets, great to have you, Melissa. I know that feeling. Fingers crossed. Go live. All right. We're live. People are filtering in on Instagram. Now, the ultimate test. How janky. We're pretty smooth. All right, ultimate test. Let's have a look. I mean, that's... You can't ask for much more than that. The speed at which we can fling around the pixels is unparalleled. Oh, let's go. I'm excited now. Let's go. Julia, hey Ben, just popping in to say hi. I'll be back later. All right, no worries, Julia. Thanks for popping in. Okay, let's get cracking. So, I want to keep with the same sort of deal as the last few streams. I want to do a warm up, a more architectural or car based sort of study. I think will be beneficial, and I'll explain why I'm doing that as we go for any newcomers, and then we'll go into some more character stuff. Maybe doing some different poses. Maybe we color some. We'll see. Maybe we whip open Blender if the computer is feeling okay at the moment. We might be able to do that. Who knew that Chrome was the issue? Hi Zay, great to have ya. Amazing, welcome. Secrets, I hope your eyes are right. So Felice, hello Ben, been a long time fan of your art and I've been learning a lot through your videos. Fantastic, that's awesome. Thanks for popping in. Artisan Alyssa, welcome. Oh, Ashton, did I say we're going to do some animal warm-ups? I can't remember that. Let's try it. Let's add some. Let's throughout the stream. I'll aim to do an animal. Super. Yep, I think that was it because that's the one variable that I've changed, and it seems to be working okay for now. So let's get stuck into it, shall we? Okay, so we got Pinterest open. We got a few candidates. I was thinking this one because it's got some nice shadow shapes we can play around with. I reckon let's just roll with that. Let's just roll with this and see how we can wonkify it and have some fun. Now what I'll do is I'll add this. Oh, there's ever so slight bit of lag, but I'll live with it. If that's all that there is. Let's open up layers. Let's add a new layer. Let's add a boundary for our work. Just something to work within. Now I've been bloody working, well I have been working, but that's not what I was meant to say. I've been looking forward to this stream. I look forward to the streams every week, so there's no real difference there. But it's just like, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, Monday. Hell yeah. Splashy, I'm sure I could figure out how to draw a cat. It is 10:30 AM for me. Oh, Ashlyn, I might take you up on that offer. Dazzling, welcome back. Merxify, hi, can you have basic tops on constructing tips? I'm assuming that was meant to be. Yeah, we're going to be doing some of that later on. Just by proxy of being in the stream, you shall get some insights, hopefully, from how I construct things. All right. Let's start. I'll give everyone a couple of minutes, or maybe like a minute, to get caught up. I'm going to start with a sketch this time. Something a little bit different, not just going straight into shapes. Because I want to kind of wonky-fy it. I always do this like top-heavy kind of deal. Because this is all make-believe. It doesn't need to be realistic at all. And really this is just for color studies and trying to whip some shapes around, but I like to have some fun with the shapes as well. There's some stuff going in the background. Oh, what a dream this is. Just to bloody be able to draw and not have it lag. Best day ever. All right. Got some people from Indonesia. Prahazri Riz. My apologies. 8 AM over there. For the first time in my life, I look forward to Sundays. Sundays are great. Melissa, why is it lagging? Is it lagging? I hope not. Scruffsy, great to have ya. What's going on, Mixter? Super awesome. You had a post do well on Twitter. Hell yeah. I'll have to check it out in the Discord. That's awesome. What was different about it? What can you analyze from that success? Because that's the first thing I go to. It's like, all right, post is doing well. Why? Why did it do well? It's funny as well. On different platforms, things will perform drastically different. Like something on Twitter for me might do really well, and then post it on YouTube or Instagram, absolutely faceplant. and the vice versa. Like I did a Hellboy one yesterday that I posted, is tracking pretty garbage on YouTube, but is doing really well on Instagram. So it's just one of those things, like platform specific stuff is weird sometimes, that's for sure. Oh, Merxify, I'm glad I caught a stream since you always stream at 3 AM. My apologies. I'm going to be doing different streams at different time zones. This week, I'm planning to do a traditional stream. I want to finish up this painting. This one, gonna finally finish it up. But now all the paint's dry, I have some questions for any people that know about oil painting, because I'm not very familiar with it. I went and bought some liquid and some other shit, I don't know what it is called. Something gambling something gel, solvent gel something. Can I put that on top of just straight up oil paints? Because I didn't use any mediums with that so far. But if it's dry, does it matter? I don't know if anyone knows. Because that's kind of a not a concern. I mean, it's just it doesn't really matter, but I would like to know. All right, let's whip some color in here, hey? Now let's play around with the color. Let's just boom, background, shabam. I don't think I've been able to do that kind of just whip it like whoop, for a very long time. Oh, we're back. All right, one little tip. If you want a higher degree of accuracy with your color picking, stretch out that color picker and then you can have micro adjustments, which are pretty helpful. Tumblr has been the best for you. Interesting, I'm not on Tumblr. I feel like Twitter is an enigma. I hope it's the content because I'm proud of it. It has to be the content. If it wasn't good content, it wouldn't really pop off, you know? But that's usually never the case for me. It could be the tags I used or keywords. It could be the cute bunny girl. It could be a combination. It's probably most likely a combination, right? But one thing I did read about the actual algorithm on Twitter, they weigh time on post, and I think it would be pretty similar for a lot of others. They weigh time on post at a pretty high premium. So the longer that someone's on the post, say if it's like a video or like a longer essay or something, that ranks it pretty high, which is a good little tidbit that I found. But as I'm starting to diversify my, I guess you could say, just like my posting platforms, like I've got Twitter, I've got YouTube, Instagram are sort of my three main ones. The less kind of hung up I am on what anyone is doing. You know, it's almost like I've extended my bets. I've given myself 3 times more chance to do okay, if that makes sense. But now I'm starting. Also, I'm gonna need some help from you guys this stream. I'm kickstarting my newsletter again, so I'm gonna do like every 1 to 2 weeks, one tip from me, like one thing that I've found that helps, one from someone else that I've found that's super useful, and a question answered from stream. So that's where you guys come in. So that'll be super helpful. If I can, if there is a specific question, that would be cool. But But yeah, I really want to get back to writing and the newsletter and that sort of stuff. It's going to be a goal of mine moving forward. Okay, so just putting some chunky trees in the background. Now, as always, for those that are going to listen to this and be like, ugh, we've heard this before, my deepest apologies. But if you are wondering, why are you doing houses and cars and stuff as warm-ups, like, that's a bit stupid. And to that, I would say that's not very nice of you to say that. It's a bit stupid. Where's your manners? But after that, I would say, well, everything that I draw, right? Everything that I try and create, whether it be through sculpting, through painting, traditional, digital, all these principles are very similar. Light is light, color is color. It's just the medium that we're using to whip our ideas onto the page. And this is kind of like a lower risk kind of thing. Not a lower risk, is it? I mean, it's painting. Like, what's the real risk? There is no risk. But if I get this right, I'm not worried about likeness. You know what I mean? Like, if I do this roof not exactly right, it's fine. Like, it still works. So I'm looking just for the larger shapes. And I enjoy doing this. So there's that as well. That's a positive for sure. Melissa, you sound like me. That's what I was like. I always used to think, oh, it's got to be realistic. And then I just broke free from that way of thinking, and it's bloody so much fun. I don't poo-poo realism. Realism's cool. But I personally like to just play and then add realism where I want. I don't want it to be like a crutch, if that makes sense. Nor do I want the stylization to be a crutch. Right? I don't want to draw something quote unquote wrong and be like, oh, it's my style, you know? All right, just adding these roofs. So what I might do, just for speed, for the shadows and stuff, I'm going to add in a multiply layer after the fact. So I'm just getting basically the local colors. All the local colors in here. Let's whip in a few of the foreground elements. So they've got these cool little cobblestones. Now, I could do one of two things. What I might do is crack open some hue shifts, really gray it down. All right, so what do we go? We go luminance lock. That works. And let's add some hue shifts to some of these cobblestones, right? Doesn't matter if they overlap, that's fine. I might just go like all the way hue shifts. So we got some purples in there. We're getting some all sorts, right? Now the values are off, so we're gonna increase for some of them. Increase the brightness because it is in daylight. And at some stage I'll just get rid of the line work because it's kind of screwing me around a bit. Super, yeah, but the thing is, what you can do if it's an image, you can do like a thread, like a Twitter thread, so you can have multiple images. So that's a way to increase time on post as well. Video essays are the best. I always listen to them when drawing. It really helps me focus on my art and learn stuff at the same time. Yeah, me too. I love video essays. Denver, welcome. Hi, Ben. Looking super handsome as always. Stop it. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Always great to see your art, but even better to see your smile. Oh, Denver, you're too kind. Thank you for popping in. Ashlyn, can you give anything character, even inanimate objects? You can. Sorry, I read that weird. Yes, you can. Michelle, what's happening, my friend? We killed the demons. We changed from Chrome to Firefox, and we're flying. All right, so what I'm going to do is what's the stuff in between the cracks called? Grout. I guess that's what we call it. So we can kind of start putting in some of the, let's turn off luminance lock. And let's start adding some of the grout in between the crack. No, it is the crack, isn't it? In between the pavers. A bit of a warmer hue. So let's not do it as blue. Alright, so we just bam. Also working on a new YouTube video. I'm getting on the YouTube train. I've got a plan. It's all going to be executed soon. Oh, no, I can't say it. I cannot say it. I've been asked not to say it, so I will not say it. End of the month, I can say it. Why do I talk out loud when I'm not allowed to say things? Rachel, Ben, who said the houses and cars are stupid? They're stupid ones. They're the stupid ones. A lot of what you do, like character design, start with the simplicity of cubes. That's what I'm saying. No one's actually said that to me, but I'm just preempting it. Which is probably just a me. It sounds like a me problem than anyone else, you know. Now, one thing we can do with this is feeling very pastel. I don't know if I'm loving it. But give the illusion of depth as this goes back. We can indicate that the pavers, as it goes back here, they kind of get squashed down a smidge. All right, let's start adding some shadows. I'm hating the way it's looking at the moment, so let's go. Yeah, working on a new YouTube video. I'm trying to get it really systematized. Thinking about storytelling, giving it structure, but also playing around with different ideas for content. Because some things take longer than others. And I really want to experiment. And I've really got to kind of divorce my expectations success-wise, I guess, or like how any one piece of content does success-wise, to give myself the, what would you say? Allowing myself to experiment with different content. Because once something works, it's very tricky to be like, just deviate from that. Because it's like, oh, you spend so much time trying to figure out what works, and then it works, and you're like, cool. But it's like, oh, I want to try different stuff as well. So we're going to be doing some experiments. And I've just got to like not be concerned with the outcome. At least in the beginning. Dylan, how you doing? What's going on? What am I guessing? What's happening? Chicken butt. Have you seen, what's his face? Oh, fuck. Oh, he's the guy that did the chicken butt thing. He's like, chicken butt. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's a comedian. And he does like the face swap things. He's hilarious. I love that guy. He never fails to make me laugh. You're making your first animated movie. That's fantastic, Dylan. Rachel, we've been finding wonky houses and cars to be very interesting. Oh, I'm glad they are. How would I get a character to fit along with the background? I always had a hard time trying to get things such as size of the character and buildings to fit as well as the perspective. Give yourself a lot of iteration time on that. That's what I do. Because I will seldom hit it the first go or the second go or the third go. So use layers and give yourself a lot of wiggle room. Use the transform tools. Don't be afraid to do that, to like scale things up and down and try them. Test them out. It's something I like to do. Cool. See, oh, no. See, it's starting to come together slowly but surely. Zeki, first time on the live stream. Welcome, first timer. Great to have you. Ashlyn, that has to. There's two things with that. Trying not to have the character like float. That is the hardest thing, right? Or one of the hardest things. So let's say if I was gonna, I don't know, I'm probably gonna fluff it up here, but let's grab this guy, right? And let's say that we wanted him to be in, whoa, no, come on, thank you, in this scene. Now, if I'm coloring him, first the perspective, right? Does his feet match? Like, is he too big? He looks like he's going to be a giant there, right? So he might be like something like that. If I was actually going to put him in the scene, you can't really see him that well. You know what I mean? That's a pretty shit example. But let's say there's another thing, the occlusion shadows. So we'll do it just with like a sphere and like the consistency with shadows. So we know that there's like a top-down light source. It's the sun, right? So if I wanted to put another object, let's say instead like a character, just to keep it simple, let's say like a white sphere here, right? Just like a big white sphere. Now we've got to take into account the light source. This doesn't look like it fits at the moment. What we can do is take this or a similar sort of shadow color. I'm not going to do it perfectly, but all right, so that's going to be something along these lines, maybe, depending at the angle. And that's going to have, if we want to really render it, that's going to have a different kind of fall off, so it might be a little bit more sort of rounded there. But the big thing that's going to sit it in the space is the occlusion shadows, right? Or just like your standard shadows anyway. So you've got the shadow underneath it. Let's get some, I don't know, something like that. All right, so that's sitting in there-ish, almost. Then what I would like to do is darken that occlusion shadow. So right where that touches, I would actually darken this down just a smidge. If that's going to allow me to do that. Multiply. Something along those lines. You could really finesse this and make sure that that sits in better. But then you go even a step further on the actual sphere itself. Then we've got the light that's reflecting off the floor back up onto the sphere. So then we've got to take into account that. So then I would add a little bit of this sort of reflected light. Don't want it to be too overpowering. Wow. Let's do it on a separate layer. Right, so that's going to be Something like that ish. It's not going to be, you know, super. Just trying to give you a quick idea, but that, like in a nutshell, is how I'd think about placing anything, whether it be character, whatever, in a scene. So those pillars, but this then coupled with perspective is just going to round out the whole thing. Pun fully intended. Hopefully that makes sense. Google were the evil spirits. Yep, they certainly were. Dylan, furry tunes. That's cool. Victor, we're working on it, my friend. Sorry, it's been taking so long to get the bug fixed, but we're working on it, and we've used your example that you sent through to us to debug it. Essentially, what's happening, to give you some insight, is if you see here when I resize this, you can see there's like little lines in the in the sort of color picking thing. So there's actually individual little, you'd call them divs, right? Little segments of color. We're looking to redo that, and that's what the issue is. It's just taking up too many resources. So we're looking to just streamline that, so it's not like reloading all those colors every time that you change something, or every time that you resize the canvas and that kind of stuff, which should fix it. We're working on it. So yeah, my apologies for it taking so long. Bashar, what's happening? Oh, Glitch, you're too kind. Man, I'm so far behind with chat. Hold on. Chat's going nuts. Love it. Dazzling, not a collab video this time. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I'm not. Arjun, it's not. I like it because it's comfortable. Just the looking at the screen, and it's not the best screen on this thing either. So I just like to do it this way. But again, as we say almost every stream, if Wacom, you want to whip that old that little 27-inch tablet my way, I'm just sitting here waiting for a call. You're probably not going to call, no. You didn't have my number, but you know what I mean. Alright, so now just doing some quick windows, getting some finesse going. Bam, bam, bam. Then we come here, just delete like that, and then we can just go real quick. Nice. Then we can do the same a little bit lower on these. I don't know what these windows are called. I can't think of what they're called, but you know what I mean, you're looking at them, so that's cool. Then we just do another rectangle, squarey, wonky thing. Delete. Oh, no, incorrect. Not going to delete. I'm just going to grab the white color and just go bam, bam, bam. Gotta keep within the lines. Now I'm getting noodly right here, but also I don't care. It is what it is. All right. Glitch, my voice is coming, I'm glad. I'm glad. The Gollum Show, what's going on? Welcome. How do I make straight lines? I hold down Option. So that's just a Photoshop thing. Hold down Option and you get straight lines. Oh dear, welcome. All good, Zeki, welcome. Zeki, we can get to some character stuff when I start drawing some characters. It'll be easier to sort of explain. Yeah, that's actually a good question about having consistency with different angles. Might be a video idea. Discord account hacked. Oh, jeez. Ashlyn. It's a 27 one that I want. Yeah, I think you might have the wrong the wrong window. Okay, let's make some headway with this. All right, we need there's a big old gap here. So let's fill that in. We need to start, speaking of fitting things in the scene, there are some, excuse me, that's what I wanted. Bam, bam. Alright, so we've got some sort of framing there. Need to whip around some background elements. Do we just knock this down into one layer? Not yet. Not yet. So now I'm just going to play around with adding some darker elements when it comes to the trees and whatnot. Having a bit of colour variation in there, you know. Just whipping it around, and we can. Whoa! All right, we're back. Got some trees and whatever leaves. That's what they're called. In the background, doing some stuff. Even some crossing over onto the wall itself. We've got some pot plants that we can whip in there. For a bit of spiciness, you know. So fun, this stuff. Just chilling out. Whipping in some shapes. Put a bit of them. Uh-oh, we've got some glitchiness. Uh-oh. I don't like the feel of that. Hopefully it's just a little hiccup. Adding a bit of texture on the wall. Okay, it was a frame drop. All right, that's all. If there's just a frame drop every now and then, I am fine. I am fine with that. For how many people I thought were watching this live, the chat is pretty calm. Yeah, I got a good chat here. We got a good chat. Nice. Oh, glitch. Yep, your name happened. It glitched. But yeah, I want to try and do some different streams, you know, like I get a bit antsy with content. I'm like, oh, what's next? What's new? What can we do? Is there more challenge stuff that we can try? Like, it's almost like as soon as something works or like I get into a rhythm, I'm like, all right, let's try time to change it. It's probably not a good thing. Okay, just fluffing up this bloody chimney thing. Uh-oh, we're glitching. Drop frames. 0.1% drop frames. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Oh. But yeah, so this week I've been working on the next product for the next drop, the next art drop. So I've been working on that hand anatomy tool, which is coming along well. I really want to show you guys the studio. I'd like to do some studio streams as well. I don't know how interesting that would be for people, but like in the I call it a studio, it's just my garage, but you know what I mean? Call it what you want it to be and it will eventually turn into that. But yeah, like doing some like airbrushing, some sculpting. Like I want it to be almost like Adam Savage-esque. He's like my North Star of just making cool shit and documenting it. So we'll always keep these like digital art ones and just hanging out, whipping around some pixels. But I think there could be even like some crossovers. Like, okay, we did a design last stream. Whoa. I did a design last stream. Now I'm going to try and sculpt it, and then we can like paint that one. Then we can like mold it, cast it, and all that kind of thing. So it'll just be a different day, I think, that I'll stream. It's like studio days. I reckon that'd be fun anyway. Whether it quote unquote does well or not, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. I want to experiment. All right, let's get some of these too desaturated. Let's just start whipping these guys in here. You better not do it. I feel like being a little bit chaotic and saying everything is malfunctioning. Please don't. Ah, Discord, great to hear it. I feel like being... Okay, you ready? I already read that. Ended up drawing something akin to Glamour model Piper from Fallout 4. Nice one. Catch you later, Dylan. Adam, you like a studio tour? Yep. All right, it is done. Yeah, that's a goal for this week then. Because I've set it up like I've basically everything that I made from the first drop, I sunk into like making more, like figuring out more efficient ways to do more of that sort of stuff, which is scary. Like, because it's like, was it a fluke, that first drop, you know? But then it kind of pushes me as well. It's like, all right, cool, got to make some more content around it, got to make some more cool stuff, which is not a bad thing. Let's just add some of these indications on these tiles. Not going to be perfect, never is. Just something. And because you might notice there's like an ever so slight kind of perspective with these things here. We can kind of swoop it out like that, if that makes sense. So looking for opportunities to whip them out like that kind of thing. Yeah, I want to do traditional streams. I want to, yeah. And all in between that, I want to do more YouTube videos. My goal is to hit like 2 videos a month. That's this year's. And I'm going to do more of like a vlog series, but I can't talk about that right now. But by the end of the month, it'll make sense. Studio tour, stream, or video? I think both. I want to figure out how to like structure some of these streams into longer form videos, you know. Discord account hacked. It's the first one. Got another first timer. Great to have you. I should join these live streams more often. Sadly, they start when it's 1 AM for me and had school, but I'm pretty much done with it. Nice one. I'm going to do different time zones, so hopefully Glitch, you can join some others. Actually, I remember my first Ben Eplin stream. Me too. It was on Twitch, and I was streaming to no one for like 2 hours, and then someone popped in, and like my heart was just like, oh shit, do something, draw something cool, and then they left. But it was fun. It was, yeah. It's funny how like second nature the streaming's got me now, just because I've done it so much. Just adding a little bit of extra shadow in here to give it some depth, you know. Let's add in the pot plants and let's wrap it up and let's do some character stuff, eh? I could go on with this, like with all of them. I could go on with them for bloody ever. Super, you were. You're my blender guru. You're the real blender guru. Rachel, I sold out in 3 hours if we're being technical. I appreciate you. You can't help that feeling though, you know. It's just like, shit, is it? Is it just a fluke? But I really appreciate the kind words, Rachel. Ashlyn, I don't think about being anything other than, say, like, imagine me talking to like my friends that are sitting next to me, you know. I would find it so hard to like put on a like a persona. There's no need to, like, maybe it's like I've got a bit higher energy because I'm drinking a lot of coffee to, like, you know, but apart from that, I reckon focusing on that is just like a wasted time, because then people are following you for like, or like tuning in for like a different you, if that makes sense. And then you gotta kind of keep that up, and it's like, ugh, a fucking nightmare. Chucking in the pot plants and the pot plant shadow, which is the most important thing. Alright, so zoomed out. Oh, why is my whole head in this? My apologies. Get your full screen going. Hey. I think if it was just a few people in a stream, it would feel just too personal. Could be fun though. Because I mean, I'm talking like, on the scheme of streamers, right? This is very personal. Or like, for lack of a better word, like more intimate, because I can talk to every single person pretty much that like comes through chat. And I like it that way. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know how many people are on the stream as well. That's one thing. I closed that window. I've got no idea how many people are in the stream, because it used to stress me out. Like when there was a spike or when people didn't hop in or they left. I'm like, oh, am I doing something wrong? I've got, for probably like a year and a bit now, I have no idea how many people are in the stream at any given time. It doesn't help me in any way. All right, put some foliage. And then maybe just put that ledge in there, and then we'll call it a study done. Put in the ledge. Alright, that's fine, that's whatever. Okay, cool. Fun little study. I could keep going with it and go for ages. I've completely missed the light pole, which I think would be a good little... Oh, do we do it? No. Done, move on. Don't tell me. Why are you telling me? I know the disrespect. Serthiag, the disrespect. Morning, Owen. How we doing? It's all in good fun. There's no... There are no issues here. Okay, no, stop. Stop fluffing about with it. All right, let's do some character stuff, hey? Now, we did have this. I'd like to play around with this face, maybe, just as like a... I don't know, because I'd like to. Don't have to justify my decisions. Yep. But I do need to figure out. No. Let's just knock all this down into one layer. I like this because he's got some depth to it, like a head angle, which is tricky, which is very, very tricky. But we'll see what we can do with this. Let's just add. One thing I've really enjoyed doing is just adding all my stuff all over the place. Like instead of starting from a new canvas, it's just like, oh, there's already stuff there. Let's just go with it. Oh, hold on. No. Oh, thought it was glitching. I just had it on white. Beautiful. Okay. Hello? Why does it keep going to white? There we go. All right. We are back. Okay, so we did have some questions about structure before. So to begin with, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I'm not going for likeness either. I'm just going for the two-dimensionalness to begin with. Alright, looks weird, looks jank. That is fine. No issues with that. Big ears, you bet your sweet ass we're going to have big ears. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Alright, so just with that, it's given me a good base. Now, am I going to stay with this? Is it going to be like this for the rest of forever? Definitely not. Nah, Glitch, you're fine. No stress, tell me, I don't care. Ashlyn, am I no longer the band punching bag? Oh, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Value Babe just got back from a run. Hot homemade meal, hot tea, wine and down with an Ebon stream. Living the dream. Love it. That sounds lovely, actually. I'm really hungry. Super. Tell me about it. I've got stop and noodling. It's the hardest thing ever. You know what? One positive of the glitchiness of the last few streams was that it kind of forced me to stop noodling, because I had to just like, okay, this next stroke might not work, so it better be a bloody good one. So there was a bit of a silver lining there. Okay, let's place an eye. Why not? Let's place a nose. What kind of nose shape do we want to go for? I don't want to go the typical, necessarily like tiny little nose. Now the nose is actually going to wrap around the face, right here. So this is where I'm transitioning a tiny little bit, like a little smidge, into the 3D realm. So a lot of 2D here, but then this is like, whoop, we're thinking 3D, baby. Alright, same with the lip. Here, here, connect the lip. Now she's looking kind of down here. Sure, there's like an illusion of looking down. She's probably looking straight, but her head's tilted up. So even just understanding little bits of that is helpful. And then we just add the eyelid in. Being completely prepared to scrap whole portions of this. Nothing is precious. Absolutely nothing, particularly at this stage. And I always tend to do this, the pose that I'm drawing. So I'm like, okay, the head's tilted back. What is that gonna look like? Okay. Now we've got not a whole lot of back of the head. I mean, technically if this was a skull that would work, but I want to add a little bit more of that bandana or whatever you call it. I can't think of what that's called off the top of my head, but yeah, you know. About. Christian, welcome. Tricky to rock and rhyme. Is that what it is? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Hans. It's tricky to rock a rhyme? I thought it was rock around. Has my whole childhood been a lie? It's tricky to rock a rhyme. Well, SSX Tricky has wow, okay. That's changed my whole childhood. Thank you, Ashlyn. How yeah, structure, how's a 3-story duplex built? Ashley, oh nice, I here to convert us to wow. There we go. Carlianne Roca, welcome. Brazil. Artist Dragon, when I was younger, in like the 5th grade, I drew characters with my friends that were in the same universe. I think I took all the artwork from everyone because in my art bin is my friend's old art. That's very cool. That's awesome. Ashlyn, really? Watching white chicks with the subtitles on? Oh man. Well, I'm glad I know. I'm glad I'm no longer in a false reality. Oh, that changes that music. Okay. Maybe I want the ear poking out of the headdress thingy-majiggy. Alright, so let's knock this back. We've got a cool little scaffolding, let's call it. No, that's okay. We can keep that there. Now here, you can get real tricky with the eye. And the eyelash in particular, but we can use the eyelash almost as an indicator for what am I trying to say? I can't think and draw it. I can't talk and draw at the same time. Apparently can't think and draw at the same time. The eyelash to wrap around that eyeball. Something like that maybe. I'm inadvertently getting a little bit of likeness. Not the goal though. because we're looking up. All right, you know what I need? I need a bit of that transfer going. Apparently I've already got transfer going. What about the flow jitter? That might be a bit nicer. Yep, cool. I like. Let's just think here. Now I'm getting a little noodly for my liking. That's fine. Something like that. Now we're actually going to see more of the underside of the ear. So if we think about this ear almost like a cylinder, right? We're not going to be looking straight on. We're going to be looking a little bit. If we just think about this as just a real simple shape up like that. So we might see a little bit of the underside of the ear, particularly if we're like making this ear up. So we can utilize a little bit of that. Understanding, we might see a little bit of that under the ear lip, I guess you could call it, the rim of the ear. It might be a little bit low, if I'm honest. If I'm not honest, I'd say it looks perfect. There. This. Then let's think about wrapping lines, going back in space. So that there. Again, noodling is a disease that I cannot help. I'm not afraid to use the transform tool as well to get exactly what I want. Are we going to see some more example of whisper lines? Good call. Perfect example right here. So let's say I want to indicate the nose. All right, so we've got that darker outline. I might just whip a little whisper line there. Right, because I'm trying to indicate that this is a 3D form. Just a little, not too dark. Something along those lines. Little whisper line there maybe for the lip. We might even get away with a little something like that for the cheekbone. You know, just a little like. And I guess this jaw could be classified as like a semi-whisper line. I don't even know. I just came up with that. The word like the idea of a whisper. Not the idea, but that's just what I'd think of it as. There's probably like a better word for it. This is giving me Road to El Dorado sort of vibes. I think that's it. Is that, or is it just called El Dorado? And then maybe we could even do the skull. Underneath to get even more practice in. not bad. Creative Thinker Podcast. I appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. Get noodly, Ben. Never mind. I'm right here drawing with you and taking breaks to watch what you're doing. Bashar, awesome. Yeah, I'm getting noodly. It's an issue. I'm nuts for Ben's Cocoa Puffs. Oh god, I didn't even know I had Cocoa Puffs. Over here they're called Cocoa Pops. I call them ghost lines personally. Fantastic. That works. Synth lizard, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, Cocoa Pops. Yep. That's what they're called. That's the real way that you say Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Pops. Now I think the eye needs a bit of work, right? Because I would like it to be a little bit more of a indication that her head's tilted up, so we can just scooch that lower lid just up a tad, just a tad, nothing crazy. Okay, let's add some of this hair indication here, here. That next a little bit like, so we can just fix that a little bit. Yeah, she looks a little bit right. Hello. So let's. Whoa. Let's just change the eye position. Let's just play back a bit. Does that feel... That kind of feels a bit better, I think. That, too far forward. See, it's just like millimeters. That feels right. This feels wrong. Right, wrong, right, wrong. So subtle. Instead of smoothing, let's see if we can just add some, just a bit of tone. Chat's a bit zesty today. I wonder how you guys make your hot chocolate. I don't know. Is Australia even real? Maybe, maybe not. There are conspiracy theories about Australia not being real. So there's that. Oh, I just read that now. Yeah, actually, that reminds me of a dude that had a conspiracy theory that Australia wasn't real. Yeah. Well, imagine. Now, you know what? Okay, let's try something. Let's get some reference of some line work that I admire. So let's come here. Where's my line work? All right, and let's see if we can emulate or get something close. I mean, this isn't strictly line work, but that's beautiful. Like, I'd like to get some more intricate line work happening, you know? Like even some tone and... Let's just have this open. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna refuel, both work. Do back in 5. All right. I will be with you shortly. Yoo-hoo. Rod line. It does, doesn't it? Prince of Egypt style, yep. Definitely. I would like to share what I've been working on. So we've got all the elements here. Alright, so we've got, so this is just like, this is how I paint them and like finishing them. So this is going to be the first one that comes out. So we've got the standard hand, right? Now this is all like in parts, right? So it's got to be a lot nicer presented. But then, and this is the first prototype of this one, so this isn't exactly what it's going to look like, but so we've got, he wants to stick. Yeah, gotta figure out the right adhesives and everything. Stay there, you bastard. So then we've got this sort of the thinking behind like all the simplified shapes. These are all just held on with toothpicks at the moment. So it's kind of a bit dodgy to like handle them, and just like the thumb came off. But so you've got the thinking behind it. And I was happy with this, the base with the 3D, like the simplified version. I'm going to have this kind of like grid on it, getting that on there. I was happy with that. And then we'll have like the hand that it's based off of, like more of a like a stylized hand. And it's going to have the base, like two bases, and they're going to be like a set. But then there's going to be opportunities to add different sized hands based on the same one. So we've got like Chunky Boy. It's just a clay mock-up at the moment, but it's all based on the same proportions of this one, which is the same basic structure of this one. So this could open up some cool product opportunities, I think. So that's what I've been working on all week, along with content and blah, blah, blah. But I just like seeing them in parts, just like all separate little things all together. Like, I don't know, there's something cool about it. But yeah, so these still need finishing and a lot of sanding to then create the final molds. So I cast all the individual parts of these guys and this hand, the clay hand. So now I'm just finishing all these up as like well as I can to then create the final molds. So then I can just like pop them all out, put them down, paint them, etc., etc. But yeah, no, it's coming together pretty quick. Great lineup. Mobius, good call. Kubo, greetings from Colombia. Great to have you. Thank you so much for the kind words. Fingers on a stick will haunt me forever. Glitch, I appreciate you. Hard to handle them. It is pretty hard to handle. Very good. All right, palm down. Don't get your phalanges in a bunch. You need a more hands-on experience to reach for that level of puns. What about an armature in the hand to make it posable? Maybe in the future. Is that a pun in it? What about an armature for the hand? Like an armature for the hand? Yeah, that'd be a bit tricky for me at the moment. I'm still learning how to put these things together, but the armature would come in handy. Definitely. Fuck. These are all bannable offenses. that we're just flinging around right now. Something about the models being handsome. You might. You might. Alright. Where's my glove? Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. I could come out with like special edition like accessories. Where like I'll hand sew like a little like stylist glove for this guy. That'd be cool. But yeah, I've been playing around with like realistic painting as well. So I'd like to do different skin tones eventually. Like doing like a realistic like Caucasian, darker skin colors, mid-tone, like middle skin color, like all different kinds. That'll be fun. I'll need to create some exclusive ones. Shh, I can't talk about it. Soon I can talk about it. Soon I can talk about it. Ah, glitch, awesome. It gives me confidence about sinking all the time into it. I need some more hands-on experience before I get a grip on armature. Very good, Rod. You got to hand it to us when you need puns. We deliver. You do. You do. Where's stun guns when you need it? Need them as well. I'd totally buy a Smurf head. Laureen. Awesome. Oh, look, hopefully the next drop by the end of the month, that's what I'm going for, to get a first little batch out. Got to figure out the packaging as well, which is going to be fun. Okay, back to the 2D world. Let's also got this guy that I eventually want to do something with. He's going to make an appearance in the next YouTube video. So I want to clean all this up because I've learned a lot since I did this one. I've learned a lot more about sculpting because this is just clay at the moment, and even like casting and stuff. So yeah, and painting. Like imagine like this fully painted up, like realistic skin, and then like realistic bone looking stuff. That'd be cool. I don't know who would want it, but I kind of just want to do it just because, just to like practice. But see, this is a tricky thing. Maybe I just experiment with like different streams doing that kind of stuff, and then tie it in somehow to a longer YouTube video because I love that sort of stuff, and I want to have that as part of my content. Just got to figure out that balance. I think it's just going to take time as well. Take time to figure stuff out and how it fits and blah blah blah. Okay, back in 5 minutes. I'm here right now. Let's knock this back. I might try and do another skull, like a skull for this one. It's got to be a tricky head angle, but I think we can figure it out. Let's sketch that out. That'll be fun. I mean, we can kind of not worry about the reference anymore. Got enough to work off of, I think. I mean, this could be a cool light. Like, light is pretty cool with some typical for me golden hour lighting. Ah, that's annoying. I've got a bit of schmutz on the white. Let's get rid of that. Be gone. No, that was very unnecessary. Okay. Skull. That's the next goal. And then we can do some line work over both of them. I reckon that'll be fun. Okay, so maybe we copy her over. So we got the base. I know I should also follow other artists and how they draw like you do, but I just can't. You are the glitch. I appreciate it, my friend. That's so kind of you. He's seen what Ben is capable of and is terrified. Frank's first expression. I like it. Ashland, keep him with the law. I love it. It's because half his skin is ripped off, yep. Alright. Let's find this skull, shall we? I'd like to start. I don't know, I like to start all over the place if I'm honest. So we're going to actually see. I'm going to plane out some of these things, right? I'm going to plane out some of the underneath of the skull, like the back of the skull, just as a kind of landmark for me. Plane out a little bit of the side. Now this is going to be tricky as fuck. It'll actually be a little bit in from the skin if I'm honest, but we'll get the idea. We'll get the idea. I like to use a pencil tool. What program are you talking about? Okay, so if we're looking up at that, we'll see something like that. This is where it might actually be helpful to get a bit of reference, particularly if we're trying to do this crazy angle, but we'll see how far I can go. So the teeth are about there. Oh, get my big head out of the way. There we go. I actually don't think we would see that other side of the nose. Just gonna slowly chip away at it. I'm building the character. That's what I think about. Not the character, but building the forms. That's how I think about drawing nowadays. It's like I'm building on top of stuff versus just like, oh, I'm just drawing something. I can't remember how this goes. Something like that. Ooh, maybe. This would hook into there somehow, something like that-ish, maybe. Now I always draw the skull. I might start doing like a little bit of the muscles as well, so like this whole thing in here and whatever. Like all the striations and whatnot, maybe. But what I'm really thinking about, I'm trying to imagine in my mind's eye, is looking upwards. So even just the idea of excuse me, something like this, like the box, like that, because we're sort of seeing underneath it. That looks metal. I want it. Awesome, belly bag. Ashlyn, you better watch it. Getting punted from chat. Oh my god. Oh, it's meant for Discord. I get you. I get you. Why is my volume low? Please let me know. Please let me know if my volume is low. It could have just been my voice. I'm not projecting. Okay, let's whip open some skull reference to see if we've got all the elements. Here is looking a bit not right. A great reference. Oh my god. Oh, the coffee is getting to me. Bone clones. Bone clones is awesome. Super, my volume is perfect for the first time. Fantastic. So yeah, if you want to get a good assortment of bones from all sorts, this is wicked. So if we look at the human male and female, I want one of these bad boys in the studio. Just like, but like dinosaur. Like I really want like a full museum kind of deal eventually in the studio. It'll be sick. All right, back to human skull. Let's cool. That'll do. That gives me enough information. So this is actually quite thin, and I've got this ass backwards. So let's get that here. This comes up. I think that'll be a bit higher, because again, maybe instead of a box, maybe a cylinder is going to be a better indication for us of what is going on, you know. It's going to connect. And again, we don't have to be bloody perfect with this, but it's nice to just have a bit of accuracy. Coming up underneath, so this is going to be a different angle here. Cool. This has the potential for an Instagram post, potentially. Maybe be included in the next YouTube video. I don't know. The sad thing is I haven't recorded it, so it will be jumping all over the place. But that's fine. some of the teeth. Maybe wrapping around more like that, I think. Like here, like what? Smaller jaw. This is fun to me, I don't know. I used to think like, oh, anatomy's stressful, but it's just like, it's all just a big puzzle. It's so fun. Right, she doesn't have like 6 teeth, so that's, maybe we just group the teeth to begin with, just as like blocks of, or just like a big row of teeth. Something like that, then that comes down. Cool. Jam, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, you've used bone clones as well. Super awesome. And for the first time on stream, you've gotten loud for me. The exact moment you said low, like a minute ago. Oh right. Well, look, I think we balanced pretty well then. Value babe, yep, that could be it. Bashar, Ben, I hope you read this. I just got an idea that I can draw, record with you with references because I style them too, then dub it and upload it to YouTube. Nobody steal my idea. This is just for Ben. Bashar, I just got an idea that I can draw, record with you with references because I style them too, then dub it and upload it to YouTube. Yeah, go for it. Awesome. You could put a hat and sunglasses on that little model in your studio. I could. There was another website too. Super. What one was that? Please tell me if you have that off the top of your head. Sketchy Squirrel. What's going on? All the regulars, I know, right? Artistic, watching from the shadows. Nice one. Great to have you. Hope you've been doing well. Could even add the little bandana to it. Maybe that kind of looks a bit odd. Who knows? This could actually, I would like to do some oils actually. Some oils with like bone. Something about it, there's like a slight shininess, like a satin finish to some of it. Like, I reckon that'll be cool. It's Scoots. Welcome. Glitch, are you trolling me, or did it actually lag? It could be. I might have dropped a couple of frames. Let's knock this back. Let's add a bit of smoothing, get a bit of help, you know, nothing wrong with that. What I like to do as well, it's actually easier to do it in Clip Studio. Oh, I can actually do Critter in Clip Studio now without it bugging out. Awesome. But what I might do is just change the color completely. So then I've got something underneath that's just different. Let's just build on top. I wouldn't mind doing a stylized skull as well, like maybe do half of like plain Jane do like different iterations. Like if you want the plain version, you can get the plain version. And we could do like a plain and a skull, or like a realistic and a skull. Because I've got this new stuff. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played around with it. It's called epoxy sculpt, where you actually sculpt it, and that's what all this, like this hand was done in. This is all just epoxy sculpt. It's cool stuff because it goes like rock hard, so then I can sand it and get like a really nice finish to it. And I've found a little hack, because it's usually 24 hours to dry, but I found the best hack. You just whip it in the oven at like a really low temperature. Get it just like a real low temperature, and it like cures in like half an hour. So I can just like iterate, because I put like such a premium on like fast iteration. It was just like, yes, saved myself like 23 hours. But I've got a separate oven for doing that sort of stuff, so I'm not like cooking my food in the epoxy curing oven. It's Scooch. You talked about that in the Sketchy Van podcast. Yeah, I did talk about her, Plain Jane. I'm not sure about the iterations of it. I might have. I can't remember actually. All right, so there's going to be a, what's the word? There's like a plane here that I don't think I'm getting. It's not coming across. So let's something like that, and then so it goes boom, boom, like that kind of deal. Boom, boom, boom. Something along those lines-ish. Because this is more stylized as well, not doing all the little details and whatever. I am joshing. Oh, is that your friend? Awesome. So there's all these little what's the word, like overlaps, like this part of the jaw kind of comes into the bone. So that's where that hinge would be. Now there are some issues here. Lots of issues. That's okay. That URL isn't visible. You might have to comment it. Comment might be better than in chat. That might work. Oh, the epoxy sculpt. Yeah, yeah, was it? Maybe. I think I only recently... It could have been. Well, could have been. My memory for what I say on podcasts is not great. Pretty much directly after the podcast ends, I'm just like, fuck, what did I say? Hope I didn't sound stupid. Now we're getting some depth, right? As soon as we add that other jaw, or the other side of the jaw, let's say, we're getting some jaw depth, some depth. Yeah, there's some inconsistencies, particularly with the eye socket. So let's see if we can fix it better. That feels better. And that's where the eye would actually sit. Yeah. There we go. There's still something like this needs to feel rounder. This needs to feel rounder. Maybe not as much of the jaw. You would see. So it's kind of, there's the box. You know what I mean? Like the perspective box. Up. Do we start doing the neck bones? Nah, maybe not. Maybe we just connect it to the... It's just connected. How? The magic of drawing. That's how. So that makes sense, because then the eyebrow would wrap around like that. Yep, that's all feeling cool. And we could even do like the muscles of the neck and blah blah blah. So you could just keep building and building and building and building. This could even be higher. Yeah. You've got quite high cheekbones, at least how I've drawn them here. Cool. All right, what next? What do you reckon? Another 20 odd minutes? What do we want to try? Maybe we just whip some color around. Why not? And as we go, I might just get the plugs out of the way while I'm doing this. You ready for me to go into script mode? If you enjoy this stuff, I've got an 8-hour 10-chapter walkthrough tutorial available right now. Comes with 40-page PDF field guide. You also get some 3D models as well to learn from. And figure out some of these 3D ideas, and I like to think in 3D, so that's why I've added it there. So let's just whip that open really quick, peneblen.com. I just get them out of the way so then I can just end the stream on some drawing. So if you like that sort of stylized stuff, here it is. The link's in the description. You're smart people, you know where to get it. beneblin.com. And recently I started to do art drops. Bam. Like not found. Hello, what a beautiful skull. Thank you. Talking about me or the drawing? Plain Jane was the last art drop. They sold out like bloody hotcakes. 99% of them were sold to the early access people. Alright, so links in the description for that. I'm going to be coming out with a new drop soon that's going to have some Plain Janes, going to have some prints, and going to have some of what I'm working on at the moment, hand anatomy thingamabobs. Right, so you can sit them on your desk and just have a little bit of stylized anatomy. So that's what I've been working on, adding some of that stuff to the roster. And if you like the podcast, and that's no, if you like the podcast, then you probably already know about it. I've got a podcast with my good friend Francis. Make now, think later. If you like the businessy side of stuff, you might enjoy that. We go through all the trials, the tribulations of trying to build an audience and a business online and make this our full-time thing. You know what? Because I've been doing more like of the painting and like the airbrushing and stuff, the airbrush tool has so much more meaning to me now. Like it's just, I'm like, yep. You could really like layer stuff on super, super thin over the top of everything. And last but not least, the Filthy plugin. If you want to, we've got some updates. So the people that have been asking us for updates, they're coming. We hear ya. There is, so that's just the one that does this. Autofills the, I'm not within the right thing. It autofills the colors, right? You can do all sorts of stuff like color shifting, luminance locking if you want like specific values. That's what I've did a lot of the, this first little study with, and I almost use it every time I sit down in Photoshop. So if you want to check that out, you know where to find it. beneblin.com. All right, that out the way. Back to the coloring. Mark of Art. Welcome back, my friend. Glitch, bought the pack, love it, need more. There is more coming. By the end of the year, there will be a lot more coming. That's for sure. And in between that as well. But I've got some plans. Lots and lots of plans. Something else is happening. No, I can't. Shut up. I can't say it. But I want to, but I cannot. But I want to, but I shouldn't. If someone guesses it, I will blink once for that's right and blink twice for no, that's not correct. Is it the book? No, actually, it's something different. Oh, I mean, it's something different, so no. Oh, damn it. I got to not blink. Okay, reset. Next guess. Because technically I didn't say anything. If someone guesses it. Enemy territory. The mosquito. Mosquitoes fucking suck. I hate them. They literally do. I fucking hate them. It's confirming that Australia is a lie. Oh shit. If that mosquito is literally the size of your hand, you gotta take a photo of that thing. The worst is when like you like swat him, and then it's like, oh, was that my blood or someone else? Yeah, no. Not a fan. Really not a fan. Alright, we got some sort of base here, right? I'm 5'1", so my hands are small, but still. Do we want to do like the half-half sort of deal? Something that's kind of interesting. What would be a cool? We could do the typical top-down, but I want to try something different. Too dark anyway, so let's lighten that up, please. Lighten that up, please. Thank you, better. So let's... something subtle that's quite nice. I don't hate it. Don't love it. Don't hate it though. We can just carve into it, see what we get. Like maybe like the dappled light could be nice. Does look like she's like that's a birthmarky sort of thing, which I don't hate either, but not what I was going for. I want to be deliberate with what I'm... Steve McDonald, you are coming to visit the US. Thank you for the comment, Steve. Yeah, some sort of dappled light would be cool. It's not a question, it's a threat. Steve's trying to hypnotize you. Steve. Did a fantastic guess. Actually, maybe I do the like the different sort of skin pigmentation, because that's looking less like shadow, but it looks kind of cool. You know, like I think it's like vitiligo or something different. You know. You're coming to visit Canada. Unfortunately, no. Ashland, maybe. Maybe in the fall. When's the fall? What? Because you guys are opposite. You guys are all backwards. And you're in the past. G'day everyone. Bullwinkle, how you doing? Do I gather that you are a fellow Australian? Super. Yep, well then that would be correct. Melbourne. Nice one. Great to have you. Yeah, it's been nice weather over here as well. It does look like it's sulfuric acid. Christ. Now, I don't recall which was yes. One blink was yes. Two blinks were no. Refresh. To you, Steve. Okay, it's confirmed. I'm coming to the US. For what though? I cannot tell. I cannot say. Maybe if I blur this, let's try a little bit of the old filter action. And that's not doing anything. Why is that not doing anything? Hello? Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Why does that not blur? What's going on here? Excuse me. What if maybe if it's oh, interesting. It just doesn't want it. Oh, maybe it's because it's multiply. It doesn't like blurring multiply. How weird. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Nah, it's just a bug, I reckon. Or I've got something selected. I'll just deselect everything. That sometimes works. There we go. All right. Okay. User error, as it usually is. So that gives it more of like a. No, it's really not dappled light. I've got to look at some reference for this. Definitely. It does, doesn't it? It looks a little amphibious. Ashland. Well, there's I might be, hello from, good morning from TH. TH, where's TH? IPA-ROM. TH, not sure where TH is. Thank you for popping in. I might be popping to multiple ends of the US, depending. That's really up in the air, that one. But could be really fun. Let's give her a bit of a background, shall we? Just something to frame. I do like a nice poppy yellow or something, you know. Maybe a yellow will work. And just cut in. Let's fill. Are you going to set up a meetup event or something? I'm not setting up a meetup event, no. What's the date? 6. 2 streams time. I'll be able to give all the deets. Don't know if I'm loving this whole background. Usually I'm like, yeah, not so much. Let's maybe change it. Let's just get it across both of them to begin with. And then we can do something about it. Maybe it's too like all over the place. So it's like cut half. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. Maybe we should. I'll just whip in her hair. That might be a good idea as well. A bit of that kind of thing going on. You can feel the subsurface scattering and rim light coming on. You know it. You know it. Thailand, that makes sense. TH, Thailand, yep. Please come by Hong Kong. That'll be cool. I want to travel all over the place. That'll be good fun. So the 26th to the 27th. Oh. Hold on. What's the cat? What have we got? Oh, actually. Oh, no. Not next week, the week after. Yeah, so it's got to be earlier than that I can spill the beans. Abhishek, I can draw like you, but I didn't get any job yet. Keep going. Keep posting. Keep putting your portfolio out there. Catch you later, Super. Thanks for popping past. All right, I'm just going to whip some hair in just as like a... because that's what I need to do. And then I reckon we'll wrap the stream up. Yeah, that frames it a lot better. I might even want to give her white hair. Or like a really light blonde sort of deal. That could be fun. Because that reflects a lot of light. So maybe we can do different lighting or something. So many possibilities, I tell you what. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. There needs to be more hair in here. Or it's just like, where's the top of your head gone? Cool. Very nice. Oh, the background music stopped. My apologies. I'm not listening to the same things that you guys are. There we go. Mark of Art, getting ready for work, so this might be where I leave you, Benjamin. I'll try to catch the replay during the week. Have a great stream and a great week. Catch you later, Mark. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure. All right, I reckon I'll leave it there as well. So, fun little stream. Experimenting with some of the shapes. Getting some character stuff done and anatomy things as well. So, I had fun and we had no technical difficulties. Few drop frames, couple of glitches here and there, but overall, success. Baloo Babe almost went to London, was all saved up, and then incidentals be what they are. That sucks. Is there a stream schedule? Yeah, every Monday. Every Monday, because you're in Melbourne as well, so every Monday, 10:30 Adelaide time. So I think that's either an hour before or after Melbourne. Like ahead or behind Melbourne. Bashar, catch you later. Abhishek, great to have you. Glitch, you have a nice day as well. I'll catch you in the next one. Appreciate your sketchy squirrel. Cool. All right, everyone. Gary, what's going on, dude? Dude, gotta get you on the stream sometime. If you're still in here, you're probably not. Oh shit, yeah, no, I've probably missed you. No, Gary, gotta have you on stream soon. That'll be good. All right. Catch you later, everyone. I will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Great rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon. I'll see you soon. Toodaloo. Where are my things? End stream. There we go. All right. Catch ya.